From storms and floods to earthquakes and wildfires, natural disasters are in the news all too often. Well, according to a new report from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, last year, natural disasters claimed over 300 lives and caused $110 billion in damage. Well, in her book, The Fire Outside My Window, award-winning journalist Sandra Millers Younger recounts how she escaped and survived the Cedar Fire, which was the largest wildland fire in California history. And I'm very thankful to say that Sandra joins us this morning. Hi, Sandra.
Susan Summers and Sean Penn both lost their homes in wildfires, and so did I. In fact, I was almost killed, which is why I'm so passionate now about sharing these 5 mistakes that can cost you your life in a natural disaster.
Thank
you for letting me come.
Oh no, we're so glad you are here. I want our viewers to understand that this fire killed 15 people. Right? And listen, every life is so valuable. It also destroyed more than 2,200 homes, including your own, as you mentioned. And so I want you to take us back to when the fire started and tell us, was there immediate concern, and was this something that was dealt with among you and your neighbors? How did it all start?
Not nearly enough concern. There was only one of our immediate neighbors who was paying attention to the fire danger, and she spent the whole day watering her landscaping. Her house was the only one in our neighborhood that didn't burn.
Oh my gosh, because she was prepared. So I have to know, how did you escape and how did you have the time to prepare?
Well, a little after midnight, the day the fire started, we noticed a lot of smoke. So I called my local fire station and they said, don't worry, the fire is far away, burning in the other direction.
Whoa.
And the next thing we knew, we woke up to fire outside of our window. And of course, at that point, we had no time to prepare. We just grabbed our animals and left. But our escape, Nikki, was truly miraculous because I was driving down a steep mountain road and I hit pea soup smoke.
Oh my gosh.
Pea soup smoke. I couldn't find the road.
Oh, how scary.
And then a bobcat jumped right in front of my car.
God, it just keeps getting worse.
Took off into the smoke, but he was a blessing because I followed him. Somehow I knew that he was on the road, and that's how I found my way out of the fire.
It's unbelievable. You know, a lot of people can relate because you have to understand, many of our viewers live in forested areas. That's an issue right now, and you have really good advice to share because people could get stuck in this situation. You mentioned there are 5 mistakes that could cost us our lives during a natural disaster. What are they?
First mistake, ignoring red flags. If I had just read the newspaper that morning, I would have known that the fire danger was critical, but I was oblivious. And the next thing I knew, my house was gone, my neighborhood was gone, and worst of all, 12 of my neighbors were dead. Mistake number 2. Failing to prepare. I almost forgot that one, but it's so critical.
It's so critical.
We woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't even find my husband's car keys. Thank God we had my car to take out. Mistake number 3, worrying too much about your possessions. Do you know some of the fire victims were found in cars loaded down with computers, televisions, even a filing cabinet. Nothing you own is that important.
Good point.
Number 4, depending entirely on the authorities. We never got an evacuation notice because the fire was just too big and moving too fast. In a natural disaster, the authorities will be overwhelmed. So you have to be prepared to take care of yourself. And finally, mistake number 5, waiting too long to leave. My husband and I had to drive out through flames. And most victims are killed in just that situation because either they didn't know to leave or they waited until things got scary.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So, okay, so let's just tell everybody real briefly then, because it could happen. What is the formula to survive a natural disaster?
I call it the LIVE formula to survive a natural disaster. L means listen to your gut. If you feel like you're in danger, you probably are and should act accordingly. I, inform yourself. Pay attention to the news and the weather. Get a free scanner app for your phone. You can listen to the emergency responders in real time.
That's good advice.
Value yourself more than your possessions. Don't waste precious seconds loading your car. And E, evacuate early. Get out while you still can.
Great formula. And I want our viewers to know they can learn more about your book. They can also get a copy on the website, so they can go to thefireoutsidemywindow.com. Sandra Millers Younger, we are so thankful that you made it through, that you're here to tell the story and share and save, hopefully, many other lives out there. Thank you.
Thank
It was such a
you,
pleasure
Nikki.
to meet
Thank
you.
you.